Hello everyone, welcome back to AutoTrendTV. I'm UV Prajesh again from Tafi Access Limited Tata Car Showroom today in Coimbatore, and I'm here with the newly updated Tata Tiago XT petrol variant. Well, the Tiago XT has always been sort of an average seller, so Tata Motors has decided to give some updates to this XT variant. And of course, there are also other updates which are standard across the range. Well, first of all, let's start with the exteriors. Of course, the Tiago XT looks pretty normal. On the outside, there are no updates whatsoever. You still get the non-projector headlamps even on the top spec variant, so that is the same case over here. These are just regular halogen headlamps, and well, however, you get this large sort of smiley chrome strip as standard across the range, and this XT variant also gets the tri-arrow design pattern on the upper grille as well. And of course, there is also the glossy black finish. The lower bumper also remains exactly the same without any sort of chrome decorative element or even the fog lamps. Fog lamps are available only from the XZ variant onwards, so this variant does not have that. Now moving on towards the sides, of course, you get to see these very familiar 14-inch steel wheels with the exact same wheel covers. No change in that. Even the BS4 versions of the Tiago used to get these same wheel caps, so that remains exactly the same. From the sides, however, the Tiago looks pretty good even after so many years. The Tiago is one very well designed hatchback, and this XT variant of course lacks the black masking on the B pillar. As you can see, it kind of reminds you that this is not the top spec variant, so that is okay, still fine. However, you get body colored door handles and body colored ORVMs with turn indicators, so that is quite nice. Now moving towards the back, of course, this is how the rear looks like. Quite similar to any other Tiago, especially the BS6 on-road. Well, the BS4 version used to have a different sort of simple lower bumper, but this one is quite different, and that is exactly the same as on any other variant. You get two reverse parking sensors as standard across the range. However, this variant does not have a reverse parking camera. Reverse parking camera is available only on the XZ Plus variant, which is the top of the range. Now, that was all about the exteriors. The Tiago looks very good from every angle, from all the angles, and is still one among the best hatchbacks in this price category and segment till date. Now let's get inside the cabin where the actual changes have taken place. Now let's go. Yes folks, right now I'm inside the brand new updated BS6 compliant Tata Tiago XT variant, and this is how the interior looks like. Well, the dashboard remains exactly the same as before. However, there is a small feature update on the XT variant. Yes, the steering mounted audio controls are brand new for this XT variant. Steering mounted audio controls were available as standard only on the XZ and the XZ Plus variants of the Tiago, but this XT variant also now gets this. Of course, this resulted in just around 1,000 rupees in terms of price increase, but still it is completely worth it because now you get the additional convenience of this feature. This system, however, is exactly the same. This is a non-touchscreen system. However, it is a touch-based monochrome system. Let me just turn it on. Before that, let me just show you the key. Of course, the key remains exactly the same as before. This here is the flip key, available as standard even on the top spec variant of the Tiago, so no change over here. You get the lock unlock functions and the follow me headlamp function at the center. So that was all. Let me just slot it in. And that is how the dashboard looks like when everything is turned on. Well, nothing has been changed in terms of features. Only thing is that the steering mounted audio controls are new, and that is paired to this non-touchscreen system. The display is exactly the same as seen on, well, the previous XT and the BS4 versions XZ as well. So no change over here. You still get 4 speakers, which are great in terms of quality because they are from Harman, and this system itself is from Harman. So it also gets Bluetooth connectivity and Navimaps connectivity and Juke Card app, so you can also do that. But of course, most people would love to use Android maps, so that is completely fine. You can use on your phone. However, the audio quality of this is really very good, and the Bluetooth connectivity is also very good. So that is fine. The instrument cluster remains exactly the same as before. So it is a fully digital instrument cluster. And of course, I know that it is subjective. I personally think that this does not matter much because it provides a lot of details previously absent on the BS4 version. You get distance to empty, you get average mileage, you get instantaneous efficiency, digital speedometer readout, you get a temperature gauge on the top. the tachometer is on the left side, and the fuel gauge is on the right side. So that is everything in this. No compromise. So I think it is functional. It may not look that great, but it is still functional. It is fine. Now coming to steering mounted audio controls. Yes, this is the talking point. And as you can see, these are the exact same steering controls seen on the top spec variant. So no difference over here. The steering wheel, of course, also is exactly the same. You get the same flat bottom steering wheel carried forward from the Altroz, the Nexon, and other cars, the Tiago and the Tigor. So it gets tilt adjustment as standard, no telescopic adjustment whatsoever, even on the Altroz. So that is kind of a miss out, but still it is fine. Other things remain exactly the same. You get the very large glove box without a cooling function, as you can see, and you get the very same seats, which are very, very comfortable, and they are of course updated for better comfort and safety. Coming to the roof, of course, you get the day night switch for the IRVM, and you also get 2 sun visors without a vanity mirror for the passenger side as well, which is kind of a cost cutting, but it is totally fine. And yeah, other things include, well, this here is the headlamp stock on the right side, the wiper stock is on the left side, and you get power operated ORVMs as well, which is quite nice for this mid-spec variant. And of course you also get power windows. Well, of course you may have noticed this. Just take a look at this updated door pad of the Tata Tiago. This is completely brand new in terms of design, well, at least this part, because as you can see, the Tiago does not anymore get those Maruti 800 style pop-up door locks. Well, they have surprisingly managed to get the locks from there to here, and this now looks properly very, very good, befitting its price and category. And this armrest also is updated in terms of design. You get this sort of curved design over here instead of that typical flat armrest present on the previous models. And you can see that it is now much more ergonomic to use the power window controls, and it looks much more premium. I would love to see how the top spec XZ Plus variant looks with the same design, because that would look even better if they have provided a chrome door handle over here. And of course, previous Tiagos used to have those sort of D-shaped door handles, which were not up to the mark in terms of feel and liking. Well, I personally felt that it is functional, but most people did not like that design. So Tata Motors have also updated this. It is now a much more simpler and sharper looking door handle. The overall design itself is changed. It has given a completely new look to the door, and it looks much more worth the money than before. Well, here's a look at the passenger side. It seems like only the front doors get this design update, and even on the passenger side it looks properly nice. It looks like a much comfortable area to place your hand over there. And as you can see, there is also this much deeper crevice over here to make the dashboard look like a wraparound design. I mean, just look at the flow of the dashboard into the door pad, and it is much more prominent now and looks much more premium than the previous one. However, the door bottle holders are exactly the same in size. You still cannot place a full 1 liter bottle in the front door. That is quite a bummer, because well, I don't think it is that wide or deep. However, you can place 2 half-liter bottles, which is totally fine. It is okay. If you want to place a 1 liter bottle, of course you can do that. In the center console over here, there is sort of a large pocket for your 1 liter bottle. That's all about the front part of the cabin. Everything remains exactly the same. The pattern of the seats, the quality of the seats, the comfort of the seats, and say even this ticket holder on the windshield, that also remains exactly the same. And this being the XT variant, you also do not get height adjustable driver seat. That feature is available only on the XZ variant onwards. So that was all about the front part. Now let's get to the back. Yes folks, this is how the dashboard of the updated XT variant of the Tiago looks like. It looks much more premium than before with the steering mounted audio controls. It feels much more satisfying when you compare with those blank buttons you used to get previously. And the doors also look really very premium at the front, especially because at the back there has been no changes to the armrest. It is the exact same flat armrest which was previously available. However, the door locks also have been changed to this area over here, and it looks and feels much more premium and conventional when you compare with those Maruti 800 type pop-up locks. And well, it is properly nice. The door handles also have grown in size, and as a result the tweeter area over here, the tweeter design over here, it feels kind of smaller than before, but still it can accommodate a proper tweeter over here. And the top spec variants hopefully get full 8 speakers with 4 tweeters and 4 speakers. So that was all about the rear. Well, the legroom remains exactly the same, the space remains exactly the same, the rear seats also are exactly the same in terms of comfort, and you do not get adjustable headrests on the top spec variant as well, which is totally fine. However, the overall comfort and space over here is decent for a small medium sized hatchback. So that was all, and you get a centrally mounted LED interior light. So let's get to the boot of this car. Yes folks, opening the boot of the updated XT variant. Well, of course I am not expecting anything because everything is going to be probably the same, and no. Well, this XT variant has lost the rear parcel shelf, as you can clearly see, and it is fine. It is exactly the same otherwise, because you get the typical bag hooks on either side with 3 kilo capacity, as you can clearly see, and the luggage space also remain exactly the same at 242 liters in terms of full capacity. This here is my Gimbals cover over there, the pouch, the box, whatever you want to call it, and underneath the floor is the exact same 13-inch steel space saver spare wheel. Let me just have a look at the size. As you can see, it is still a smaller size, a 13-inch steel space saver spare wheel, which has a speed limit of 80 km/h, and the safety triangle is located over here. So that was all about the boot, and just like any other Tiago, you can also fold flat the rear seats by flipping forward the base first. You can of course flip this base forward, and then you have to fold the backrest, and you will almost get a flat floor despite the small step. So that was all about the boot. Let's just conclude this review when we talk about the pricing. Yes folks, that was all about the brand new Tata Tiago BS6's updated XT variant. I now think that this XT variant is more worth the money than before, despite the fact that the price has been increased by just around 1000 to 1500 rupees. And for that additional price, the steering motor audio controls add more convenience, while also making sure the fact that the driver does not take his hand off the steering wheel, and it in turn also improves the safety credentials of this car, given the fact that all the Tiago variants now come as standard with dual airbags, ABS, EBD along with corner stability control, and the Tiago and Tigor have also proved to be one among the safest compact cars in India. Do let me know in the comment section below what do you think about these updates on the XT variant, and of course the door lock updates of the Tata Tiago's interior design. So meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.